Culture swap?
Culture swap. It's our anniversary special.
Fuck you! Whoa. Hold the
Swap
fuck
my
up.
culture.
Thank you.
There we go. It's the anniversary special. I've been very vocal about the fact that it's our anniversary special on Twitter.
Yep.
Literally no one has tweeted us saying like, well done on 2 years, or, thank you for 2 years of fun
Amazingness.
times.
I'm picturing both of us sitting at a small party table with party hats on, blowing little streamers, but no one's there.
I did something, right, that I hate doing. Because I was kind of really excited for the concept that we had of this episode, I tweeted about it, and then I, from my own personal account, to add that human touch to it, I tweeted saying I would especially like input, and then I tagged in everyone who has guested on the show, not a single person.
Well, yeah, they're busy people.
I honestly don't give a fuck.
Okay, well, I still like you all.
So we've basically, for anyone that's not aware of what's going on here, what we've done is both myself and Ellie have written letters to each other, which we're going to read out, and then we have also written letters to ourselves to read out in 5 years' time.
Yeah.
So Lee did email, to be fair, to say he was up for kind of joining, and he was like, what do you need us to do? And he said, excellent concept, love it. I'll get to work on these probably tomorrow, but happy to write for both, so will. That's 4 days ago. Never heard anymore.
He's busy. Stop complaining about when we...
Like,
about our friends.
Kat, my girlfriend, 4 days ago, emailed, like, what do you want from me? I let her know. Never heard back. We had...
sorry, just very quickly.
Yeah.
You and Kat live together, but she emailed.
Yep.
What sort of relationship are you in, Liam? Are you guys all right?
Oh, it's great. Mark, friend of the show, he emailed 4 days ago. Didn't hear back. So,
Did you email them saying, here's what we want?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Just checking.
Yeah. So they emailed me like, what do you want? I emailed back exactly what we wanted. Didn't hear back. Will, who's on that wrestling podcast that neither of us listen to, but you've guessed it on.
I think they've technically on hiatus.
Okay. He emailed asking how we can be of assistance. Didn't hear back 4 days ago. So, whatever. Don't worry about it. I hope you enjoy this episode that we're doing.
Well, no, if you're writing one, still send it.
I don't care.
Okay, well, I do. I'm interested. But if you're not writing one, don't worry about it.
Do you want to go first, or should I go first?
I think you should go first.
Okay. I've actually put a lot of thought and effort into this.
Oh, so have I.
I don't know how you want to do this, but I was thinking maybe I just read the whole letter, and then afterwards you can kind of respond.
Critique.
Yeah, critique's probably a better word for you.
Okay.
Okay, alright, let me just... I'm going to have to make the font a bit bigger because I'm getting old.
What size font is it currently?
12?
Mine's 11 and I can read it, Liam.
Mine's a 12, right? But also, it's like a one, word document page.
You've gone for, Jokerman font. Your font size 12, but it's Jokerman.
It's Cambria. I don't know what Jokerman
an
is.
An Arial.
Alright. To Ellie. Maybe you could get some... it's too much effort, never mind. I was going to say, some nice, fancy music in the background. Fuck it, don't worry. To Ellie. Well, here we are. 2 years of podcasting. We've laughed, we've argued, and we've learnt a lot in these last 2 years. Some of us have learnt more than others. It is at this point of letter writing where I now start to regret coming up with this half-baked idea. I'm going to make a wild assumption, I wrote this a couple of days ago, that none of the listeners have got involved, which leads me to query, why do we bother? Now, before you start huffing and puffing about me picking on the listeners again,
too late.
Hear me out. As fun as it is being baited into your nonsensical arguments, the entire drive of our show has always been geared towards listener interaction. Hell, the very premise of the show initially hinged on culture swap, with the idea being that the listeners would be suggesting what we do for that segment. When they can't even be bothered to throw some suggestions, with justifications of course, at us, then it was ludicrous of me to think they would bother to write lovely emails of support and gratitude for 2 years of free entertainment. Next year, it is up to you to come up with what we do for our anniversary special. I would like to remind you that I suggested we not bother, and only really celebrate the big milestones from here on out. 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, and so on. Jesus. Imagine if we're still doing this in 20 years' time. That is a sobering thought. Just think, if you had listened to me, we could have been doing your name right now. But no, you had to insist that we do an anniversary special. So here we are. Right, I guess I should stop moaning for a bit and come up with some highlights. The main highlight was obviously making you watch the High School Musical trilogy. I am looking forward to the day we do High School Musical 2 for the podcast. Then of course there was the tale of Carlos the Dwarf. There was the entire Witcher 3 journey. There have been so many of my wonderful film reviews. I have also enjoyed most of our episodes where we have had guests. Oh, and I have really enjoyed seeing you take on the role of editor. You were perfectly adequate at it. 2 years of Nerd on Nerd. Did you ever think we would make it this far? I did not, and I imagine the listeners hoped we wouldn't too. But here we are, Ellie, despite everything. I could say I look forward to sitting down with you every other week to discuss our lives and whatever culture has been swapped that week. To summarise, 2 years of Nerd on Nerd, 2 years of catching up with, 2 years of culture swap. And really, I ask you, what have we learned in these 2 years? Don't answer just yet, you'll get your turn soon. This letter is nearly finished, and then I have to somehow figure out how to write a fucking letter for you to read in 5 years' time. This was a fucking awful idea, Ellie, just atrocious. Anyway, thanks for doing this with me, I guess. Keep up the good editing work, love Liam. P.S. The erotic fanfiction idea of last year was better. That's the end of my letter.
Good, I'm glad. My one's better than yours.
Yeah, no, but you know.
Specifically because it's going second, though. So,
did you not have any...
just prepare yourselves to have your hearts broken a little bit when you hear mine, and then think about what Liam just said, because they got different tones, let's say.
Wait, okay. What would you say the tone of mine was?
Oh, yours was negative. Very negative.
What's yours?
Oh, super positive.
Am I going to feel, like, embarrassed?
Oh, yeah. I mean, if you have a human heart, you might do.
This was like, you know... I don't really remember what the whole point of this was.
Yeah, no. There wasn't one. You didn't give me one. You just said write a letter.
Yeah, okay.
Also, isn't the one for 5 years' time meant for us to... As in... I thought the whole idea was that we were writing one to each other now.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do is...
And then to ourselves.
In 5 years' time, have you read the letter to me that I wrote.
What? I'm so confused.
So in 5 years' time, right, I've written a letter to myself, okay?
Got you. Right. But I'll read it to you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Simple. Sorry, did you have any responses to my lovely letter that I wrote for you?
Oh, I think my letter sort of responds to a lot of it.
Let's just get cracking then.
Okay. Hey, Liam. This whole letter thing is kind of weird, and to be honest with you, I have absolutely no idea what or how much to write. So I thought I'd take this opportunity to bring some positivity to the show. That's right. Casting aside my usual cynicism, negativity, and argumentativeness, I have decided to give you, on the anniversary of us birthing this beautiful podcast, the greatest gift I can think of. I will be culture swapping you. You are Liam, a not 30-year-old person who lives with his girlfriend Kat. We first met at the University of Portsmouth, where you spent most of your time watching films or doing uni work. In the way of all the best rom-coms, we met at a party. I'll be honest, I can never remember which party it was exactly, but I do remember that after aforementioned party, me and you became fast friends. This may have had something to do with the fact that we were both desperately trying to figure out how to get with two of the girls in our friendship group. A goal which one of us clearly did right, what with the whole you still being in a relationship with the girl. But after that initial bonding, we ended up quickly becoming real proper friends. Some highlights from my years of knowing you are watching Kat punch you in the throat, discovering that you didn't know how to wipe your own arse, and our various attempts at becoming sporty. But in all seriousness, it's hard to pick these highlights because hanging out with you is always awesome. I don't know how many other people I could stay up till 5 AM with debating about life and all the deepest topics, only to go and play Laser Quest the next day. Like I've always said to you, if this show was hated, with 0 listeners, I'd still want to do it with you, because it means we get to hang out and talk for a few hours every other week. I give you a 5 out of 5, and because of your narcissism, I know you'll agree. Your friend, Ellie.
I like that. That was a really good letter.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Mine had sort of an air of positivity to it, and I feel like we both hit different notes with ours.
No, I kind of had to agree with pretty much everything you said in yours.
Yeah, no, I thought you would.
I also think it would be awesome hanging out with me and chatting with me till 5 AM. I think
that's my favourite bit. The fact that I very specifically say, I'd do this show with you no matter what, and your letter was very much like, why are we doing this thing? So...
Yeah.
There you go, listeners. Feel your hearts broken like mine has been.
Who's your favourite host?
Is it the one that just had a minor breakdown and was very negative about the whole thing, or was it me?
Yeah. I'll be honest, right?
Yeah.
I was like, so I started off with the best of intentions with my letter. Like the whole first 4 sentences were pretty good, I thought.
Oh yeah, it started strong.
Then I literally just got to a point where I was like, I've run out of stuff to say.
I'll just moan.
Yeah, basically. Then I just started thinking, well, why are we doing this? And that was a rabbit hole that I fell down. I was like, well, do we do it for the listeners? Well, they don't care, so probably not. Do we do it for each other? Well, we argue a lot.
Clearly one of us does.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, right? I imagine for you, this is kind of like, to put it into like almost metaphorical terms, you get to drink from a fountain of knowledge. So for you, it must be wonderful.
No, I just get to hang out with one of my friends.
Yeah, I just
think I covered that in the letter.
Yeah.
Just enjoy hanging out with you because we're mates.
Yeah.
I mean, didn't get that feel from your letter per se.
Did you not?
No, wasn't detecting a lot of that.
I think
a lot of blaming. I felt.
Yeah, I think the difference is.
Also, I did that bit where I did the jokey negative thing where I pointed out all my highlights, and I don't know if you noticed, Liam, but a lot of my highlights were where it was two sort of negative experiences that you had, which I was doing as a bit of a joke, like these are the things that I joke about.
Yeah.
They're my favourite things.
Yeah.
But then I had a very heartwarming moment where I actually sort of opened up and I said, you know what, that's a joke. The real thing is that I actually just enjoy hanging out with you. That's my favourite thing about you is I like you. And
I've realised where our two letters have differed. Okay.
Yeah.
Yours was a very nice personal letter about me and our friendship. Over the 9 years.
Yeah, gotta be. Yeah, long time.
Yeah, mine was more specific to these 2 years of making the podcast.
Yeah, got you. So you sort of think we slumped when we hit the podcast?
No, well, what I'm saying is looking at our friendship kind of through the frame of the podcast, not what we get up to outside of the podcast when we're hanging out.
No, yeah, but
yeah. So that's
I don't know if you
listened
to mine, Liam, but I specifically talk about how I'm doing this podcast as an excuse to hang out with you every other week.
Yeah.
You might have missed that bit.
No. I heard it. It was.
Oh, okay.
It was
just
touching.
It didn't sound like you'd heard it because you were saying that it sounded like I was not looking at it that way, but I was because I put that in.
Yeah. It was,
and the whole,
really nice.
I did it as a culture swap.
That was a really nice touch. I like that idea.
Thank you.
We should have probably done that as an idea. We should have culture swapped each other. I wrote this, and I was really pleased with it, to be honest. I thought it was. I thought, you know what, those listeners that currently think you know that you're the favourite, I thought I'd win them back with this.
Yeah, did you? How are you feeling now?
Do you know what? I've just accepted the fact that you're the favourite, and it is what it is now. Do you know what I mean?
There you go.
What do the listeners really know?
Yeah, no, that's true.
Nothing.
I mean, to be fair, I sort of say, the listeners aren't important, but they're the minor part of this to me.
I feel really bad for the letter I wrote for 5 years' time now, to be honest.
Yeah, is it really mean? Because I'm going to make mine really nice, so yours is going to be just horrible. I mean, you're asking yourself stuff, though, right? In 5 years.
Yeah.
I'm reading it, but you're asking yourself stuff.
Yeah.
Is it all like, how did you put up with this? How is it still going after 5 years? I don't think this is actually going to be read out.
Huh?
Okay, cool.
Maybe I need to reword some of it.
No, too late, mate. If it's tied in, it's tied in.
Yeah. This was a terrible idea, though.
Yeah, oh, no. Sorry. Yeah. This was shit. This is one of your worst ideas on the podcast.
Yeah. I quite like the bit where I was like, if we weren't doing this because of you, we could be doing your name.
Yeah, you sort of tried to guilt trip me in your letter.
Yeah. Well, did it work?
Which was an interesting step to take.
Did it work?
No. Because I'm finding it quite hilarious that mine is genuinely heartfelt and yours is sort of mean.
Yeah, no, I actually think it's almost like we've done role reversal. From if you listen to episode 1.
Just 1 second. Do you think you're the nice one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Like, listen to episode 1, and it's me being quite nice, quite jolly, quite upbeat, and you being like, why are you acting like that? And now it's me just being like, 2 years, fucking hell, and you being all jolly and upbeat.
Yeah, weird that.
Yeah, strange, isn't it?
Yeah.
Anyway, happy anniversary, I guess.
Yeah, thanks, mate. Same to you, I guess.
Yeah, 2 years. So next year, you've got to come up with what we do for the anniversary special.
Yeah, no, I'll do a good one.
The bar has not been set very high.
Well, no, we had the sex story episode, which is one of the best episodes.
Yeah, that was, and we had actual like people wrote into that one.
Yeah.
Where is Tom for this one? He could be bothered to,
well, he didn't.
Copy and paste.
He could have auto-generated a letter for us. That would have been quite good.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I've seen some tweets going around lately where it's like, auto-generate this tweet. So start with like a 3-word thing, and then just hit the middle thing, like on the iPhones at least when you're typing. It comes up with 3 suggestions.
Suggested words, yeah.
Yeah, it's just hit the middle until you kind of reach the character limit.
They always degenerate though very quickly into it gets itself stuck in little loops where it starts saying like, there was a person who did person, and you're like, sorry.
Yeah, no, but what I'm saying is Tom could have generated a letter like that.
He could have.
Like, it wasn't impossible, is my point I was making.
I'll let him know that you're upset with him.
Thank you. I'm literally just trying what you just said now. You know how you started off with there was a...
Yeah.
I'm seeing what happens when I do that. It's just nonsense.
Yeah, I imagine it would be.
It goes, there was a good thing that I didn't think it would work for you to do it with me. And then I'll be back into bed. And then I'll leave it for a bit. And I'll let you know that you will do that to us if we are not sure that it would have to do so far.
Yeah, so see that bit at the end where it starts to just throw out, like, continuation words in a sentence?
Yeah.
That's the loop you end up getting stuck with on auto-suggested stuff.
Well, I don't know. It carries on from that.
Does it?
As it is currently being given a fair use, and then it would have to go on a better way of seeing the office than you could do to a fair trial.
Oh, fair enough. That is more interesting.
Okay, maybe that'll be the next time I have to come up with this ridiculous anniversary. I don't know why we're not just doing every, like, we do year 5, then every 10 years.
No.
Why?
Because it's a podcast. It's ridiculous to assume we're doing this in 10 years. We don't know what's going to happen.
I mean, we're assuming we're doing this in 5 years, which is ridiculous.
I mean, that's your assumption. This was your idea.
It was terrible.
Yeah, mate. It was a bad idea. You had a bad idea.
I'm aware, but...
I don't know why you thought it was good.
But I had an idea, which is more than we can say for some of us.
You wait for next year, mate.
Yeah, I'm waiting.
It's going to be fucking amazing.
I mean, I'll be impressed if we're still doing this next year.
We will be, because I'm just going to keep recording it.
I feel like...
I'll just turn up at your house.
The fallout from this episode is going to be felt far and wide as the tides shift in support from Team Liam. Oh, we'll have to change all of the t-shirts we printed that had Team Jack on them.
It was Team Jack off, I think you'll find.
We'll still have to change that.
I know, yeah.
Pain in the ass. Anyway, that's it.
Good times.
Thank you for
It
your
was a
letter.
short one. No worries, mate. Thanks for yours.
You're welcome.
Can't wait to read the next one in 5 years.
Do you want me to send you a copy of it?
Of your current one?
Yep.
Sure.
Alright, I'll email it over to you.
I'm just going to share mine with the Nerd on Nerd account.
Yeah, I'll print it out and I'll email it to you and you can print it out and hang it somewhere.
Yeah, probably not going to do that, to be honest.
Alright. Thanks for listening.
How do people get in contact with us?
There you can email us. nerdonnerdpod@gmail.com.
Thank you.
Tweet us at nerdonnerd. Fuck YouTube. Facebook us, Nerd on Nerd Pod. I think it's a one
With
word.
dashes? All one word, okay.
I don't know. Leave a
All one
review
word, Nerd on Nerd
on
Pod.
iTunes. Why don't you? I did check the other day. No new reviews.
Fair enough.
I'm checking now though, just because how amazing would it be if we had
Everyone
something
has done it.
that would be good, wouldn't it? Oh, guess what?
None.
None. The thing is, right? I like you. I hate listeners.
Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Any final thoughts?
Yeah, I've got 1,085.
1,085.
Yeah.
You're down 7, 8, 9. Down 4 from last time.
I just realised something.
Go on.
I've got 8 to add to that list.
Ooh, you're going up again, mate.
I went to HMV, didn't I?
So you watched 4 and
Yeah.
bought 4.
No,
or bought 5.
I brought 8, but I watched 4. No.
Got you, yep. Sorry.
Yeah. So basically, I need
Add
to
4 to
add...
the last one.
Yeah, whatever. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Bye.
Liam,
Yes, Ellie.
we forgot to do the thing where we tell people what we're doing next time.
How did we forget that? Because the next one is my very special birthday episode.
It's Liam's birthday episode, everyone, so he gets to pick what we do.
Yeah, and hopefully... do you remember for your birthday I gave you like a little surprise bonus treat as well?
No?
How did you forget?
What did you do? Oh, you watched Attack on Titan.
Yeah.
Well, I forgot because you didn't actually finish watching Attack on Titan, which is what I thought you were doing.
It's a work in progress. I'm still working on it. It's not my fault. It's not good. So, I'm excited to see what my special birthday treat might be.
It's going to be nothing, mate, after that letter.
Still just seething about it like an hour
exactly.
after we finished recording.
Yeah, I've just been sitting here in the dark.
Just
crying.
reading it. Listening back to just that little bit of audio just going, oh, but my letter was so heartfelt. Anyway, on the next episode of Nerd on Nerd, you made me do something that you thought I would like, even though it was kind of within the realm of something that I wouldn't like.
Well, no, it was something that I thought you would like in the realm of something that I liked, was the way I did it.
So that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, cool. I just wanted to not make it sound like I was being a dick, still.
Yeah. Oh, fuck. Hang on. Wait a second. I'm torn between 2 is the issue.
Just pick one, mate.
I'm having a look. A second. Just bear with me, because it's One that is it? Do I want to go for what I think you will like more, or what I like? I'm gonna go for what I like more. My birthday.
Cool.
On my very special birthday episode, we will be doing a sort of a mumblecore, but like a mumblecore with a budget where it's basically an indie film, but it's like made by a load of mumblecore people.
Right, okay.
It is called Your Sister's Sister.
Sounds good to me.
So, if anyone listening at home wants to play along, I'm not even going to finish that. It's just a hilarious concept.
Fair enough.
Happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday to you, Liam. Bye.
Bye.